message. This is a great time if you have questions, put them into the chat window and we'll relay them to our presenters. We do have a question for Trustee Agbalog. There was a question: the Board of Trustees recently had a meeting to give the Chancellor discretion to make decisions in an emergency. What does this entail?
So thank you for the question. The Board of Trustees met just last week and passed a resolution related to COVID-19 and the situation we find ourselves in today. And basically what we did is we gave extra responsibilities or authority to the Chancellor to make decisions that were pertinent to running the district in the event of an emergency situation. Issues like making buildings accessible, as Dr. Christian alluded to earlier, in the event of an emergency if we needed to partner with organizations or agencies for additional space, things of that nature.
Thank you. And then one more question for you, Trustee Agbalog, that came up. I know you are a strong proponent of early college. How do you think this coronavirus crisis will impact early college?
Well, I mean, no doubt this is an unprecedented time that we find ourselves in. And most certainly, I know students are having a difficult time with this situation. They want to socialize. Teachers want to be in the classroom. And this is a disruption, no doubt. But I'm optimistic that though this is just a bump in the log, that we're going to continue to move forward and we're going to do all the work that's necessary to move the agenda forward. I know that there's high schools in Kern County that are doing work packets that students are taking home with. Others are able to provide instruction on an online platform. But I think, even though we're going through a really difficult time, this is a learning experience for all of us, and we'll be able to retool, recalibrate, and so that moving forward, if situations like this were to ever happen again, we'll be better prepared and we'll be able to overcome. I'm just really excited to listen to the comments from the other presenters and reading some of the comments that were posted on the chat room as well. And I can't help but tell you, I mean, they're heartwarming, because what I keep hearing over and over again is just sincerity, compassion, transparency, but I also see boldness and innovation. And I'm really excited about this situation. I mean, it's certainly an unfortunate one, but it's really a time of reflection. And we're seeing the blessings out of this very difficult time. People are innovating. People are trying new things. They're engaging people in ways that maybe they didn't think that they could engage before. So I think, with going back to the early college question, certainly a bump in the log, but I think the outcome is going to be a positive one for all students.
Thank you, Trustee Agbalog. Sonia, I think the next question will be for you. There was a question: we're starting math and English 5-week courses. Will we be doing this with health-related programs? We really need more of these in the community right now: EMT, nursing assistants, etc.
Yes. The healthcare providers, the hospitals, they want all of our students. So for the next 5 weeks, they just focused on not doing our traditional instructional programs, but doing what it takes so they can get employed with the hospitals. So in some ways, the clinical rotations for our nursing students have been suspended, and they're now going to work on the front lines, helping out the hospital. So they're really being put to work. Our EMT students as well. So all of our healthcare students are out there. I know that Tony is looking at some CTE programs as well in terms of 5 weeks. But the larger thinking was that this might be an opportunity to get individuals to think about long-term associate's degree and maybe baccalaureate degree. Because individuals are going to have that time. And the more critical piece is the financial aid package that goes with it. You know that the President of the United States is now looking at a large stimulus package and how he can get money into the hands of individuals who've lost their jobs. So thinking about education as an opportunity, it's really a two in one good. They're coming back, they're getting into our classes, they're not staying at home being depressed and frustrated, but rather engaging with curriculum. And at the same time, we have Jennifer Achen completely set up in our office to deploy financial aid. So it includes not only our California College Promise, but it also includes Pell Grants and loans. There's also been flexibility in the administering loan programs from the federal government, which is going to be able to help our students. So with the kind of relief in the regulations at the state level that are being lifted, Title V has been lifted, and there are guidelines coming from the state chancellor's office to help us think creatively, as Chris was talking about. So this is an opportunity to be able to support individuals going back to work. This is exactly the authority that even locally Trustee Agbalaz was talking about. The KCCD board gave that authority to our chancellor to be able to move quickly. So that's a long answer, Krista, to your question. Thank you.
Okay, Sonia, one more question. Now that the public schools have declared they will not go back until at least May 1st, has there been any official word about the remainder of the spring semester at BC?
At BC, it's safe to say that we're not going to be coming back into physical spaces in the spring semester. So we need to really be thinking about completing out the spring semester in the online format. We talked about graduation, which is on May 15th. We will not be having a physical graduation on that date in the Memorial Stadium. I know Samantha Polito, our BCSGA president, is working with Nikki Damania and figuring out alternatives, potentially to postpone it to a later time. In fact, if you're looking for a preview of what is to come, I know that our Vice President of Instruction is starting to start thinking about summer school and planning for summer. Is it going to be reasonable that we can open up our physical spaces? Should we be planning for alternatives? And I can tell you, BC is again playing where the puck is going to be by doing our planning now for summer school.
So I'm watching the chat room and I don't see any additional questions, or if there's some that I've missed, I'm sorry. I don't see any. So don't forget, everybody, that tomorrow we will not have a session. We will not have an online webinar. Our next session will not be till next week, but if you just follow the Renegade Roundup, it'll give you the schedule along with the people that will be on those sessions. So pay attention to those. As we sign off, just a reminder, stay safe, stay home, take care of yourself, be creative like we heard today. Don't get down, keep your students up, keep yourself up, reach out to peers if you need help, and we'll sign off with everybody. Just take care. Thank you.